Fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. To throw is Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second down, Jacobs once more. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play. Throwing, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds Mayer here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they... And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left. And now Garoppolo lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And it's complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position,
When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 65 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Dak's got this one complete to Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up to...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action, Garoppolo. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, 51 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. He's got it at the 2, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Back to Renfrow again, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Here now, 2nd and goal. Garoppolo now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. It's Myers again with another catch.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Throwing here, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hope they'd see some good football, and